This is FYI on your TV, brought to you by Hometown News. I'm Kathy Botham. I've got Jonny Andrews with me from Perth. Thanks for joining us today.
Hey, pleasure to be here.
I saw an article on, I believe it was Hometown?
Yes.
Hometown. You build Legos, but they're replicas of buildings in Perth area.
Yeah, local buildings. Yeah, I like the architectural, and it's just kind of nice to look at a building and kind of picture as to how I'm going to build it. And yeah, usually I'll take a couple snapshots, pictures, and then yeah, my kids and I will just sit, look at the pictures, and see if we can build it.
And build it from there.
Yeah.
So anybody that knows anything about Legos too, when you buy a Lego set, there's an instruction book.
Yes.
And I mean,
yeah.
some of them are pretty thick. And you do
There's
this
some
without
thick
an
ones.
instruction. This is just...
Yeah, no instructions. We just kind of like to let our creativity kind of flow, and we do our own thing. So it's,
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
It's amazing. Now, your background, you're a carpenter as well.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I've been 20 years in the business. So.
Self-employed?
Self-employed. Yeah, self-employed for 10 years. So yeah, so it's been yeah, good run.
And
so.
you got a history too. Your dad and your great uncle.
Yes.
Are
Yeah, it
carpenters
kind of
as
runs
well.
in the family. There's my great uncle was a master carpenter, and my dad was also a carpenter as well. So build and finishing homes. So yeah,
You got it in your DNA.
architecture's in the DNA. So.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So let's talk about this. What building
Yes.
is this?
This is the Royal Bank building in Perth.
Okay.
I don't know a whole lot of the history of the building, but right now it's there's some residential, and then the bank is down below, and I actually live right above the bank in the middle there. So,
Oh, okay.
so I was kind of drawn to this building because more of a personal connection to it. I've kind of worked in the building for 15 years, just kind of doing maintenance and repairs and renovations in it. So yeah, and then yeah, if you look out this window, you can actually see the River Guild Crafts home across the street in Perth.
Okay.
So this is another local Perth building here, and yeah, I kind of like doing local buildings. It's yeah, kind of, well, you get to look at it and you get to kind of pick out all the little details and kind of build to match. So
Yeah, and I mean,
yeah.
people can't see right now, but I believe there's going to be a picture scroll behind us.
Yeah.
You've got all the details inside as well. You've
Yeah,
got people
all
living in
details.
there.
So yeah, it's not to scale, but it kind of just has a little bit of a kind of a heritage feel to it. Shows a little bit of the construction happening inside, and more so it was when I built the front, I didn't really have enough of the matching bricks to do the whole back and sides and everything, so I just kind of improvised and went with the different colors and kind of did more of a structural finish on it. So yeah, so it's
And you've done other buildings too. What other buildings have you done?
just a lot of the local ones in Perth. There would have been the Coots Coffee. I think I did the funeral home there. Yeah, multiple different buildings. I don't even know the names of all of them. But,
Oh, really? Wow.
but yeah, some of them I've kept. Some of them we dismantled and rebuilt.
I was just going to ask, when you said that some that you did.
Yeah.
Have you taken them apart too?
Oh yeah.
You
yeah,
do?
It's,
Wow.
It's just a limitation of bricks. We don't have a lot. Like, it's hard to kind of collect enough to build all these buildings and still keep them all. So we kind of switch them up. I mean, I'll probably keep this one for a while, but eventually it might get dismantled and built into something else, as it usually does. So
Yeah, yeah. Now you say you get a lot of your Legos like on Marketplace and that sort of stuff
yeah,
too.
a lot of it on
because
Marketplace, and some of it you can buy online directly from the Lego
Okay.
store there. So, but yeah,
when I
it's
was
just hard
younger,
to-
you got Lego in a box, and there was no instructions or anything. You just built.
That's
you
going
know.
way back. I can remember like back in the early '90s, kind of late '80s, like all the old Lego sets and things too. Like I used it as long as I can remember. I just yeah, I enjoy it. So, and yeah, my kids are kind of taken after me because they love it as much as I do. So yeah.
Excellent, excellent. So what project are you working on now?
Right now we're trying to build a Christmas village, kind of.
Yes.
Because we like add a little building here every year. We'll add something to it, and then just put it on display for the Christmas season, and usually add little lights and characters to it, and yeah, it comes out every year for Christmas. So
Oh, excellent, excellent. I have a grandson who's 11 years old, and he's built me a Christmas village too. So it's on my mantelpiece every year. So actually, it's all year round. I keep mine out all year round. But yeah, there's a lot of work. A lot of time goes into all this too.
a lot of hours. So.
And yeah, it's like you say, it's expensive too. So when you can find it on, Marketplace or that sort of stuff, I mean, thrift stores, that sort of thing, you can look for them. But
absolutely, always looking.
it's being able to have the eye to put it together and make it look like
Yeah,
the buildings
it's-
in Perth too.
That's it. That's it. So
Wow.
yeah, it's like I say, some pieces. Well, one of the details I missed. I think this actually has 2 less windows than the actual building.
Oh, okay.
Because I wasn't able to fit the correct amount of windows. It would just kind of change all the scale, so you got to improvise a little bit. But
Yeah, and
yeah.
I think you have a car in there too. You didn't put that out, but you've got other projects on the go, sort of
tons
thing too.
projects on the go. Yeah. So yeah,
Wow.
always building. So it's usually when the weather's bad, we'll just set up our table and.
Well, that was going to be my next question. You must have a Lego room.
Yeah, we do actually. So
Yeah.
like right now it's in my workshop. We'll bring a few projects kind of into the apartment just to work on, but usually it's down in the workshop. I have another separate area that I do all this in. So
Yeah. It's hard to put it all away and then have to put it all,
Yeah,
take
it's
it all
hard.
back
It takes
out
up
again.
a lot of space.
It
and,
does.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, good for you for doing this. I think this is wonderful, and I hope that the
yeah.
businesses and everybody that you do these replicas of know about you. And
Yeah, well, it's been getting a lot of attention on Facebook. So,
it certainly has.
I mean, I got a little bit of attention from the Royal Bank. Some of the tenants and things that live in the buildings commented and things, and but yeah, when I posted the River Guild's building, I think that actually got a lot more attraction than the Royal Bank because it's personal. People know the building and they visit there and they kind of like seeing the little replicas put together of places they've been. So
Right.
yeah, it's kind of fun to share. So
And Perth has got so much heritage too.
yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, so
I do
there's-
love Perth. It's
yeah.
very nice.
It's a beautiful town. Beautiful town. So you don't have another project on the go? Or you do have another project on the go?
I'm currently, some pieces are on order. I'm hoping to do the City Hall in Perth, but
Oh
I'm
my
trying to do
goodness,
an
with the-
inventory of what I have and what I need to buy, and so I don't know
Wow.
when I'll get to it, but I do have some pieces on order just to kind of play around with some ideas. So
That's the building with the clock in it.
yes,
Wow,
yeah,
that's
so-
going to be beautiful.
So scale, it'll probably be twice the size of this one,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll try and get a little more detail into it, but so yeah, we'll see how it goes, but
Excellent. In the meantime, you're a self-employed carpenter?
yeah, so time is valuable. There's not a lot of it, but when I do have free time, I do make the best of it. So
Yeah, absolutely you would. Absolutely. It sounds like you hardly sleep at all, too.
Yeah.
So. Well, I thank you for bringing this down here today. I think this is wonderful, and we'll have to have you come back. When you make the town hall, we need to see that.
yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it. It'll be
Ah.
a fun little project. So
It would be wonderful to see. So we hope to have you back here when we see the town hall.
perfect.
Thanks for joining
Yeah.
us today,
No,
Jonny
thank you for
Andrews
having me.
from Perth here today. And the roads are a little bad this morning?
Very slippery.
Very
yeah,
slippery,
but,
and you made the venture out from
made
Perth.
the venture.
So
Yeah.
thank you. I
No
appreciate
problem.
it.
No problem.
Merry Christmas.
Hey, Merry Christmas. Yeah.